So quickly, let's look at tone. Tone is the quality of sound produced. It's just as simple as that, right? And you know that normally when you are talking about sound, you are talking about its rhythm, you are talking about its tempo, you are talking about okay. So tone and a tone is similar to a music note. Just that when you look at a music note also tells the beat or the duration um, of the note. So you see a semi-brief. A semi-brief is one full note, but in it you have 4 beats, right? Okay, so that is a note. When you come to tones, tones just refer to the pitch. They don't refer to the beats as well. They refer to only the pitch. All right. Whilst notes have both the pitch, especially when you have them on a staff, you have them at the pitch, and then they have beat values too. Right. Now, so for example, C. Okay, you can have C, C, C. They can be described as 3 notes, right? Like C, C, C. I just played C. So if I play the key of C 3 times, the middle C, and you can have that on your piano phone app or whatever piano app you have on your phone, you can open it. You get the middle C. The middle C, remember, is the white key before the 2 black keys, right? Whilst F is the white key before the 3 black keys. So we are doing C, which is the white key before the 2 black keys. And I want you to work with your ears because your hearing is very, very important. I'm hitting the middle C. Do. Make sure you are getting the same note on your piano phone, right? Make sure that whatever piano app you are using, it is the one that has the numbers, which has the numbers, either C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7, C8, right? You should have 8 Cs. Now, the middle C is C4, right? And you should play C4 and make sure that in your hearing, you hear the same thing, C4. That's the middle C. Now, if I play the middle C 3 times, when you play C 3 times, C, 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 it is the same tone that you are playing, not different notes. In terms of notes, there are 3 different notes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, because it's telling you that you are placing beats, 3 separate beats, and notes have a beat value in them. So when you play C 3 times, it means you are placing 3 separate, or you are playing 3 separate notes. 3 separate notes. But in terms of the tone, because it's the same pitch, it's just one tone that you are playing 3 times. You are playing the same tone 3 times. But in terms of note, you are playing 3 notes. When I play A, B, C, right? A, B, C. It's considered as 3 notes and then 3 tones, right? 3 tones because the pitch changes A, B, and C. All right, you just play the white notes. You just count 2 white notes to the left. That's A, and then B, and then C. That gives you 3 separate notes. They have different pitches, okay? But in terms of tone too, there are 3 separate tones. And I hope you understand this. If you have any questions, post them in the comment section. You'll be attended to. Although a tone refers to a pitch, it is always the dominant pitch within the sound. There are what you call overtones. There is nothing like, especially when you are dealing with acoustics, like an acoustic guitar, an acoustic piano, an acoustic drum. There's nothing like a single tone, because what you eventually hear it's a combination of the main tone together with other surrounding tones, all right, which we call overtones. All right, so for instance, when I sing do, it's similar to this in C, but this what you hear, do, C4, even when I sing it, there are overtones or surrounding sounds with close pitches to the main sound. Sometimes not even necessarily close, but sometimes you hear a bell kind of note in it, you hear a certain consonant kind of sounds in it, but all come together around the main tone to give you that do, and that's what causes the various differences in different kind of voices, okay, because everybody has the different kind of overtones that they produce in addition to the main tone, okay, and it's all based on the arrangement, the different arrangements, like the size of the head, the size of your tongue, the arrangement of your teeth, the size of your jaw, and even your vocal cavity, your vocal cords, all come together to give you that unique voice which you have, because all those things produce different sounds that come together to give you the main sound, okay. However, if probably we're using an electronic instrument and we could arrive at a pure tone, but when it comes to acoustics, there are all these additional sounds that come together with it around the main sound, which beautify it and give it a certain texture we'll be talking about, all right, or a certain color which we'll be talking about. And that is what those other additional tones are, what you call the overtones or secondary tones, and then the primary tone being the main tone that is sung or played, okay. So although a tone refers to a pitch, it's always refers to the dominant pitch within the sound, especially when you're talking about acoustics, not electronics. Even with electronics, there are other things that come together. I mean, it passes through, it's the electronic boards, the gates, and all those things. They come in with different things that still make the sound the same. So what that make the sound different or unique. So you can enter a guitar shop, pick two guitars from the same manufacturer, and yet when you play, you find that one sounds a little bit different from the other, though they are the same guitar, it looks the same and all that, because of the inherent materials that creates overtones that adds up to give it a particular sound. Let me talk about perfect pitch. If you've watched the movie Pitch Perfect before, there's a word perfect, or an expression called perfect pitch, and that's the ability to recognize the pitch of a note or produce any given note, and it's a sense of absolute pitch. So you can train your voice to hear a note and be able to tell what key it is, or what you must be able to train your ear to a point that when you hear a key being played, you can tell which key it is. As you climb up the ladder of being a professional vocalist, or being a recording artist, or a live performer, okay. So it's very, very important that if you're asked to just sing key C out of the blue, all right, or when you hear an F, you should be able to tell, and that is perfect pitch. When you master your hearing to that point that you can actually pick notes by ear, all right. And I pray that you have that grace, because that would make you so exceptional. For most people, even professionals, you can tell around I mean, when a song is raised, you can tell that okay, it would be around this key or be around that key, right, from experience. But to be able to pick the exact key, that is perfect pitch, and that comes with a lot of work. But you're getting there in Jesus' name. All right. Tonality is a system of notes or scales used in a piece of music. So if you hear the word tonality anywhere, please make sure you understand or you give the right explanation. It's a system of tones used in a piece of music. An example is singing, "This is the air I breathe," okay, in C major, right? In C major. So everything is put around the key of C, right? Okay, so something like, "This is the air I breathe," right? "This is the air I breathe. Your holy presence living in me." We are doing that in C. All right, C. "This is my daily bread," C major. Now we're in F major, right? C major. "This is my daily bread," your F major. "Your very word spoken to me, and I'm lost without you." All right, so that's C major. That's the air I breathe. So another song which for to display what tonality is when it's doing Vicky Yohe's Mercy Seat. It's a beautiful song. All right, it's a beautiful song, and I got a friend to sing it. All right, so we'll look at that now.
In the darkness where everything is unknown, I face the power of sin on my own. I did not know of a place I could go where I could find a way to heal my wounded soul. He said that I could come into his presence without fear, into the holy place where his mercy hovers near. I'm running to the mercy seat where Jesus is calling. He said his grace would cover me, his blood will flow freely, it will provide the healing. I'm running to the mercy seat. Come into his presence without fear, into his holy place where his mercy hovers near. I'm running to the mercy seat where Jesus is calling. His blood will flow freely, it will provide the healing. I'm running to the mercy seat.
and that's Vicky Yohe's E minor. But tonality is when you put is a system or a scale of tones. Okay, it's just like when you talk about the key of a song, right? Okay, that it's in C major or it's in E minor, right? It's just the same way or similar way. When you talk about tonality, it means that the tones are just played around, they gravitate towards one main tone. Okay, and so for Vicky Yohe's Mercy Seat, we are doing that in E minor, as I did the This Is the Air I Breathe in C major. God bless you for being part of today's class. I'm glad that you were here, and I hope that you've learned a lot. Post your questions in the comment section below, and they will be answered, or meet us in our interactive Zoom sessions, and then we'll answer your questions. God richly bless you. Have a wonderful time. My name is Pastor Bernard. You can call me Pastor B for short. Bye bye.